families, friends, faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2026. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank you for joining us on this very special day. Graduation is more than a ceremony. It's a moment that marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. It represents years of hard work, growth, challenges, and memories that have shaped who we are today. Today we celebrate not only our achievements, but also the people who supported us along the way, our families, our teachers, and each other. As we look ahead to the future, we carry with us the lessons we've learned and the experiences that will guide us forward. Thank you for being here to share in this milestone with us. At this time, please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, parents, families, staff, and most importantly, our graduating seniors. My name is Jamie Damon, and I'm the principal of Swartz Creek High School. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished guests, starting with our Board of Education. Board President, Chuck Melke. Vice President, Jennifer Wolgast. Treasurer, Ken Engel. Secretary, Andrea Fick. Trustee, Carrie Germain. Trustee, Autumn Henry. Trustee, Ken Winter. We also have with us here today Superintendent Ken Janzarek. Assistant Superintendent of Business and Finance, Jamie Cowan. Executive Director of Student Services, Derek Bushon. Curriculum Director, Michelle Paul. Assistant Principals, Josh Atwood, Amy Hart, and Athletic Director, Adrian Trebetowski. Also joining us, our middle school principals, R.J. Kaplan with APs Teresa Anderson and Joe Spencer. Cyrene Principal, Brandy Bevel. Elms Road Elementary Principal, Chantel Manning. Deke Principal, Heather Briggs. Morrish Principal, Jacqueline Thompson. Gaines Dean of Students, Becky Trent. VLC Director, Kelly Robertson. And LDLC Director, May Bendel. It is also my honor to recognize the many teachers who have joined us this evening. Seated with the students, teachers, please stand. You're standing. Actually, graduates, please sit down, and I did this last year. And I forgot to put it in the script. Okay, now teachers, you can sit down. Please join me in honoring these professionals who have directly impacted your students' growth over the past 13 years. Thank you all. And of course, thank you to all the families and friends and all that you have done to make this day possible for your senior class. I'd like to take a moment and recognize our students achieving top 10 honors. If these students would please stand when I say your name. Number 10, Ava Brown. Number 9, Alex Eckelstaffer. Number 8, Sophia Williard. Number 7, Zane Bennett. Number 6, Claudio Sanchez. Number 5, Desalia Gibson. Number 4, Isabella Ward. Number 3, Tiara Goodman. Number 2, and our salutatorian, Carson Sandlin. And number 1, our valedictorian for 2026, Eric Rohde. Now I get to say some words I actually wrote. Okay. Good evening, graduates, families, friends, staff, board members, and honored guests. Class of 2026, tonight is a night you have been counting down to for years. For some of you, it felt like the day would never get here. For others, it feels impossible that it's already here. As I thought about what I wanted to say to you tonight, I kept coming back to something that represents who you are and who you'll always be, a dragon. Not because dragons are fearless, not because dragons are powerful, but because dragons are covered in scales. And the scales of a dragon are where the story is told. When people look at a dragon, they see strength, they see confidence, they see something that looks unstoppable. What they don't see is how each scale got there. No dragon is born fully armored. The armor is built one scale at a time, and so are we. As I look out at this class tonight, I don't just see graduates in caps and gowns. I see all the scales. I see the student who failed the test and kept going. I see the student who lost a friendship and learned who they were along the way. I see the student who carried burdens nobody else knew about and the tears shed behind closed doors. I see the student who balanced school, activities, work, family responsibilities, and challenges that never appeared on any transcript. I got a break, hold on. I see the student who faced anxiety, heartbreak, disappointments, grief, and uncertainty and continued moving forward. These moments became your scales. The world often celebrates the big moments, the awards, the scholarships, the championships, the acceptance letters, the days like today. Those matter. But some of the most important scales were built when nobody else was watching. The day you got back up after failing, the day you chose kindness when it would have been easier not to, the day you showed up even when your heart was heavy, the day you realized you were stronger than you thought. Those are the scales that matter the most. Over the last 4 years, I've had the privilege of watching many of you grow from teenagers who were trying to figure it out into young adults preparing to take on the world. I watched you celebrate victories. I watched you face disappointments. I watched you support one another through difficult moments. And every time you kept moving forward. You kept building your armor one scale at a time, not because life was easy, because you discovered you're capable of more than you ever imagined. Graduates, before I finish tonight, I want you to do something for me. Take a moment and look into this crowd. Look at the faces filling this stadium. Somewhere out there is someone who helped build your scales. Maybe it's a parent, grandparent, sibling, teacher, coach, or even a friend. Someone who helped encourage you when you wanted to quit. Someone who celebrated your victories and helped you through your failures. Someone who believed in you, even during moments when you struggled to believe in yourself. I'm asking for one last thing, graduates. Find that person in the crowd, point to them. All right, you can stop pointing. And now I'm going to point back at you. Because while they helped you build your scales, don't forget that you earned them. You were the one who showed up. You were the one who kept going when things got hard. You were the one who got back up after setbacks. You were the one who learned, grew, persevered, and continued forward. But the people in this crowd, they helped shape and support you. Tonight is also a celebration of what you accomplished with them. So while you pointed to the people who helped you become who you are, I'm pointing at the people who choose to become who they are, the class of 2026. And to the families and friends, teachers, coaches, mentors here tonight, thank you. Every ride, every practice, every event, every difficult conversation, every sacrifice that nobody else saw, every time you showed up, every time you believed in your child, because no one builds their scales alone. Class of 2026, let's thank them the best way we know how. Give them a round of applause. As you leave here, life is going to continue to test you. There will be moments when plans fall apart, moments when the path forward isn't even clear, moments when you question yourself. When those moments come, I hope you remember this. You have always survived days you thought once would break you. You have always overcome challenges you never imagined facing, and you have built your armor you need. Trust your scales. Trust the lessons. Trust the resilience you got from all of your people here. Some of the strongest people are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who kept moving despite the struggle. Tonight you leave as graduates, but you'll always be a dragon. And no matter where life takes you, no matter how far you travel from this place, I hope you carry that with you, because long after the cap and gown, long after tonight becomes a memory, the scales you build will remain. They will remind you who you are, strong, capable, worthy, and deeply loved. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're so proud of you. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Now I would like to introduce our new superintendent of Swartz Creek Community Schools, Mr. Ken Jenzarek.
Today, the board members, administrators, educators, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, family members, friends, and community members are all here to honor you, the class of 2026. Your accomplishments to this day have been monumental, and in many ways, your journey is just beginning. During a recent professional development day at the PAC, I was amazed by how many dragons have come back to Swartz Creek to impact the education of our students. At this time, if you are an alumnus of Swartz Creek, please stand so we can honor you for all that you have done and acknowledge that you have come back to your community to educate the next generation or have chosen to raise your family here. Please stand if you're an alumni, and please give them a round of applause. Today is not just about finishing high school, it's about beginning a new journey. As you take this step, I would like to share a simple piece of advice from Ted Lasso. Be curious, not judgmental. Mrs. Damon made it clear that you have all earned your scales during the first 13 years of your educational career. Now, as you move forward, be curious. Be curious about new opportunities. Be curious about exploring careers, colleges, trades, military service, or whatever path lies ahead. Ask questions, seek experiences, discover who you are becoming. Most importantly, be curious about the people that you meet along the way. Your future will introduce you to individuals with different backgrounds, perspectives, experiences. Approach those differences with an open mind. You will learn much more from the people around you than you will from classroom, trainings, or the workplace. As I have spent time in Swartz Creek, I have learned something special about this community. Swartz Creek is more than a school district, it's a family. Everywhere I go, I see people who genuinely care about one another and who are committed in helping others to succeed. I have also learned that dragons are known for 5 important values: family, excellence, integrity, compassion, and continuous learning. Those values have helped you bring to this moment, and they will continue to guide you as you take the next steps. Remember your family, not just your family at home, but your Swartz Creek family. No matter where you go or what path you lead, you will always have roots here. Continue striving for excellence. Excellence isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your best effort, learning from your mistakes, and growing. Hold fast to your integrity. Life will present challenges and difficult decisions. Meet those moments with the same character and honesty that have helped you reach this milestone. Show compassion. As you move towards your goals, remember that others are facing struggles that you cannot see. A kind word, a helping hand, or the willingness to listen can make a tremendous difference in someone's life. And never stop learning. Learning does not end when you receive your diploma here tonight. It continues in your career, your relationship, your travels, and everyday experiences. I was once given some advice from a professional skier, Glenn Plake. His comment was, be ready to be where you want to be. At first, those words seem simple, but the more I think about them, the more impactful they become. Success rarely happens by accident. It comes from you preparing, taking opportunities when they arise, and being ready when the moment arrives. Class of 2026, be ready to be where you want to be. Be ready to use the values you've learned here in Swartz Creek. Be ready to take on new challenges, embrace opportunities, and continue to become the person you want to be. Tonight, this stadium is filled with people who have believed in you. They are here because they love you, support you, and are proud of you for the accomplishments. They have watched you grow, overcome obstacles, and turn your goals into achievements. One day, perhaps sooner than you think, the full significance of this moment will sink in. You will realize how many people were here cheering you on and how proud they were of what you achieved. But while tonight is a celebration, it is not the finish line. It's the starting line for what comes next. Class of 2026, your future has not been written. The opportunities ahead are endless, and the path may not always be clear, but curious enough to explore new opportunities. Be courageous enough to embrace change. Be compassionate enough to lift others up along the way, and be confident enough to carry the values of Swartz Creek. We are proud of your accomplishments, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. Congratulations, class of 2026.
The sun can be brutal on these pages, so that is part of the problem. All right, our senior band members will now join the band, which under the direction of Gene Murdoch will perform Ruckus by Randall Strambridge in honor of this year's graduates. The senior band members are Emma Beverly, Caden Bragg, Anna Eldred, Madison Kingen, Connor McKinney, Eric Rohde, Carson Sandlin, Emma Thompson, Emma Tyrone, Emma Wansitter, Sophia Williard. As the band members are getting prepared, I would like to thank the class of 2026 advisors, Jamie Atherton and Rochelle Dersha, for their countless efforts and sacrifices to ensure a positive high school experience for these students. The maintenance department for setting everything up for this ceremony. The junior class NHS members who are also serving as ushers, and the incredible high school team for planning and putting this entire event together. I could not have done it without all of you. And now, as soon as they're ready, they will play Ruckus by Randall Strambridge, directed by Gene Murdoch.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome, Class of 2026, to the beginning of your future. Today marks the official end of one chapter and the beginning of another. And as we look back on the years we've all spent together, we're reminded of how much has changed, not just around us, but within us. I know many of us willed time to move faster and wanted nothing more than for high school to end. But now that we're at the end, we look back and see countless fond memories from our shared time together. Throughout the years, whether at field days, fun nights, or high school homecomings, we spent so much time together throughout our journeys. Although we may not all be close, we are forever bonded together through this school and through the countless days and hours we all have shared. Through all the good and bad, we had Swartz Creek. We have faced challenges as a class and learned lessons that extend far beyond just exams and tests. We've also faced countless struggles together. Whether petty drama and personal struggles with anxiety or depression, we've all persevered through this moment. Through COVID, we were all forced to learn how to live on our own. Being isolated takes a heavy toll on you, but we all managed to make it through to the other side, and it all makes this moment that much sweeter. As we sit here now, preparing to step into the next steps of our life, it's important to remember that there is no single path to success. Some of us are heading to college, some are entering the workforce, some are joining the military, and others are still discovering exactly where life will take them. No matter what path lies ahead, each one is valuable, and each one requires courage. The truth is, none of us have all the answers. In fact, one of the biggest lessons high school has taught us is that growth comes from being willing to learn, adapt, and keep moving forward, even when things are uncertain. There will be moments when we succeed beyond our expectations, and there will be moments when we stumble. What matters most is not whether we avoid failure, but whether we continue to get back up and keep pursuing our goals. As we leave Swartz Creek, we carry with us more than just a diploma. We carry friendships, memories, experiences, and lessons that have helped shape who we are. We carry the encouragement of teachers who believed in us, the support of our families, and the determination that brought us to this moment. Today is not simply the end of our high school years. It is the beginning of countless opportunities waiting to be discovered. The future ahead of us may be uncertain, but is also full of possibility. Every accomplishment, every challenge, and every new experience will help write the next chapter of our story. As young adults, we have become who we are today through every laugh, friendship, failure, and setback. We are made of every moment we have lived, and it's so important that we celebrate that. So, Class of 2026, as we leave this place, I encourage you to be confident in who you are, to embrace new opportunities, and to never stop growing. Chase your goals, support one another, and remember where you came from. The memories we've made here will always be part of us, but they do not define our limits. They remind us of how far we've come and how much farther we can go. Congratulations, Class of 2026. Be proud of what you have accomplished today, and be excited for everything that lies ahead. Thank you.
Our next student speaker is valedictorian Eric Rohde.
Good evening, everyone, faculty, staff, teachers, families, and of course, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Eric Rohde, and I have the honor to stand before you all today as a 2026 valedictorian and your senior class president. First, I would like to take some time to thank everyone who has made our journey here today possible. To the teachers, thank you for putting in countless hours, challenging us every day, and of course, putting up with us for all this time. To the administrators and counselors, thank you for guiding us through all our challenges. To the building staff, thank you for keeping things running behind the scenes. And finally, to our families, thank you for your countless sacrifices and support. The truth is, none of us is standing here alone. We all got here because someone else believed in us and was willing to put their time and effort into helping us succeed. In many ways, that is what makes this moment so special. The people, it's easy to think that each high school class is pretty much the same year after year. Every class attends the same football games, shouting the same 3 words, "Go home, freshmen." Everyone takes the same classes and exams each year. Every class has the same shaving cream fight on the last day of school. Although these traditions stay the same each year, the people don't. And because the people change, the experiences change too. That's what makes it so special. Yet, even during a year filled with memorable moments, many of us spent much of our time focused on what comes next. College applications, scholarships, trade schools, jobs, deadlines, decisions, questions about the future. For much of senior year, it felt like there was always another goal to chase or another milestone to reach. It often seemed as though success was measured by what came next rather than what was happening right in front of us. I know this is true for me. For a long time, I made my own identity and self-worth based on what I did and achieved. Anything that couldn't be listed on a college application felt worthless to me because its social or emotional benefits had no tangible reward. Ask any of my friends, and they would tell you that every decision I made, whether it was to join a club, take a certain class, or go to an event, was solely based on whether it would help me build my resume. Looking back, I realized that the most meaningful and joyful parts of my high school experience were not getting my report card back each semester or admiring all the awards I had gotten throughout high school. My favorites were the ones that in the moment seemed unnecessary. But I realized that they all had one common denominator. They were all spent surrounded by friends. I think about the late night Taco Bell runs. I think about prom night and all the countless conversations during AP Stats while Mr. Root was teaching. Most of all, I think about the privilege it was to grow alongside and get to know so many amazing people. So as we sit here today, it is easy to focus on what comes next. In a few months, many of us will be living in new places, meeting new people, and beginning entirely new chapters of our life. There is nothing wrong with looking ahead. Ambition is important, goals are important, but my single biggest piece of advice is don't spend your entire life preparing for what is coming tomorrow at the expense of today. Work hard, set goals, dream big, but don't become so focused on the next chapter that you forget to read the page you're currently on. Because one day, the future we've been working toward will become our past. And when that day comes, I hope we can look back not only what we achieved, but on how fully we lived and the memories we made surrounded by so many great people. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you.
Nice job. Our final student speaker, our salutatorian, Carson Sandlin.
Good evening, Swartz Creek High School, class of 2026. We did it. Most if not all of you know me. My name is Carson Sandlin. It's around that time of year where I'm sure we've all been asked the same question about what we're going to do with our lives after high school. Although all our paths may look a little different, some of us going off to college, some of us entering the trades, joining the military, and some jumping straight into the workforce. No matter where our life takes us, I want to leave you all with a life lesson that begins with a story about a boy and a softball bat. In his 7th grade year, the boy shows up to baseball tryouts, bringing a softball bat and a lot of heart. He gives it his all, but ends up on the bottom of the totem pole and getting cut. This, however, does not stop the boy, but instead fuels him to work harder. The next year, after putting in a lot of off-season practice, he shows up and displays major improvement, earning his spot on the team. He had developed a love for the game, and so he committed himself to becoming the best player he could be. Through resilience, dedication, and patience, this boy shows us that we too can achieve success. That 7th grader is our classmate, Randy Klump. Randy is unfortunately unable to attend to this ceremony today, having lost his life to cancer after our sophomore year. The point of this story is not to sadden anybody, but rather to encourage each and every one here today. Randy wasn't just a baseball player. He was an example of passion and drive, someone who gave everything he had in pursuit of his goals. Randy's story teaches us that success isn't determined by where you start, it's determined by your willingness to keep going. In Romans 5:3-4, it says, "We also glory in our suffering because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." Challenges aren't meant to destroy us, but rather shape us into stronger people when we choose to keep moving forward. As we leave this place and step into the next chapter of our lives, there will be moments when we feel uncertain about the future. There will be times when we face setbacks, disappointments, and obstacles that seem too big to overcome. But God's word reminds us in Joshua to be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wheresoever thou goest. Remember that God has a purpose for each of us. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. I encourage you to find what you're passionate about and pursue it wholeheartedly. Don't let failure derail you from achieving your dreams. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again. This world will try to bring you down, but you can't let it. Whether it's loss, injury, difficult people, or not making the 7th grade baseball team, don't let it beat you. Remain rooted in Christ and let him be your firm foundation in which you stand throughout any season and any hardship. In the firmest words of Rocky Balboa, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. That being said, class of 2026, go win.
Our senior class members will now come to the microphones to perform under the direction of Mr. Jared Luke, Blessings by Katie Burt, in honor of this year's graduates. The senior choir members are Alexis Anthony, Sophia Benalis, Lillian Bean, Joshua Beasley, AJ Ford, Harper Hornis, Kaylee Marsh, Peyton O'Brien, Amelia Parker, Neil Reap, Kimber Simpson, Davion Smith, Zakiya Williams, Kevin Windsor. As the choir members are getting prepared, I'd like to thank the counselors, Kayla Schoaf, Stephanie Carl, Lisa Mahalchek, as well as our instructional coach, and all of our teachers, and our other support staff for helping ensure that all of our seniors met their graduation requirements. And I'd like to report it's 100% of you. And now for our music selection when they are ready.
May the sun
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. NHS ushers will dismiss each row. Graduates are going to stand in unison by row, proceeding until all rows have walked across the stage.
Eric Hayden Rohde. Carson Grant Sandlin. Tierra Marie Lene Goodman. Gray Ann Ward. Desalia Jane Gibson. Claudio Alexander Sanchez. Zane Mazin Bennett. Sophia Marie Williard. Alex Brady Eckelstaffer. Ava Lynn Brown. Cameron Grace Atherton. Emma Rose Beverly. Bilal Mazin Abdelmak. Cameron James Adams. Ariane Digad Alex. Alexis Marie Anthony. Fanny Marie Aganir. Sophia Ann Benales. Caden Devion Barnes. Jalen Kayshawn Batson. Nalea Desiree Batson.
Cole William Baumler. Lillian Marie Bean. Joshua Aaron Beasley. Logan Tyler Beckwith. Nathan Dwayne Bendel. Brooklyn Kate Berry. Ashlyn Olivia Burton. Connor Andrew Blandford. Mia Marie Bowen. Cameron Douglas Bradford. Caden Matthew Bragg. Landon Edward Brewer. Caden Todd Bridges. Taylor Anne Marie Browder. Christopher Lamar Brownlee. Alexis Chloe Burgoon. Ava Grace Burnside. Braden William Butters. Peyton K. Camper.
Matthew David Carpenter. Colin Michael Carell. Evangelina Grace Casillo. Vincent Benito Cece. Parker Douglas Chittle. Bailey Corinne Clark. Khalil Justin Clark. Ajanice Monet Yakira Collins. Carson William Camo. Hunter Matthew Allen Cook. Autumn Mackenzie Crambo. Nathan Jack Crawford. William Oliver Kane Cromwell. Michaela Lynn Kreiderman. Brady Davis. Asher Stephen Thomas Decker. I got it. Brady Thomas Decker. Nathan Riley DeWitt. Christian Ray, no, what is it? Kristen J. Russell Diener. Kennedy Elizabeth Dinan.
Jacob William Dunn. Maddox Araya Durkee. Taylor Morgan Dodge Easley. Lexi Renee Edgerton. Savannah Kimberly Edwards. Anna K. Eldred. Carter Robert Erickson. Angel Roberta Fallowfield. AJ Josiah Ford. Johnny Takayoshi Foth. Brooke Elizabeth Friel. Matthew Thomas Fritcher. Lucy Jan Fry. Allie Kathleen Gallagher. Kennedy Joe Gallagher. Brianna Amaya Garcia. Rayleigh Mina Genovese. Sydney Anastasia Gilmore. Alexin Jade Glover. Justin Charles Goodell, Jr.
Nola Morgan Grades. Hunter Douglas Grew. Taylor Marie Gullett. Max Liam Guthrie. Abriana Rose Hall. Haley Renee Hall. Madeline Megan Hall. Layla Nicole Harrington. Brett Alexander Harris. Jade Carly Harvey. Jenna Marie Hassan. Bryn Piper Harillo. Noah Matthew Harillo. Miriam Glavin Hine. Vance D. Hurd. Olivia Jean Herman. Parker Jameson Hyatt. Macy Isabella Higgerson. Olivia Sloan Higgerson.
My middle name's Carter.
Drew Carter Hildebrand.
Chloe Marie Hobbs. Harper May Hornis. Colin Jason Huber. Madison Claire Irwin. Addison Nicole Jacob. Olivia Grace Jaggers. Taylor James Jago. Caleb Elijah Johnson. Jaden Dakaya Damon Johnson. Hayden James Jolliffe. Wyatt James Jolman. Jaquan Isaiah Jones. Morgan Lee Juritich. Abigail Lee Kaiser. Benjamin Joseph Kebbel. Grace Olivia Kimbrew. Madison Paige Kingen. Our honorary diploma, Randall James Klomp. Tegan Maverick Arthur Komar. Gabrielle Nicole LeBeau.
Isaac Maurice Lane. Natalia Michelle Larea. Jaden Michael Lash. Andrea Michelle Lee. Aiden James Lennonberg. Peyton Gary Lloyd. Kennedy Sky Luster. Jocelyn Kathleen Lyons.
So it's Machado. So within that C is an S.
Aaron Joel Machado. Loban Fidrich Majestic. Kaylee Marie Marsh. Neil Edwin Marshall III. Haley Elizabeth Martin. Leonard Lee Massey. Ryan James McDonald. Connor Boyd McKimmey. Gwyneth Ray McLaughlin. Mason Thomas McMichael. Devontae Sean McReynolds. And bringing the spirit of Fireball to the stage for the last time, Cameron James Menchaca. Macy Ann Marinsky. Claire Elizabeth Mahalchek.
Bryce Thomas Mitchell. Caden Titus Mitchell. Luke Daniel Mitchell. Shariah Destiny Asar Moore. Vasti Esther Mauricia Iglesias. Emma Elizabeth May Nichols. Peyton Rose O'Brien. Elizabeth May Olesko. Dylan Michael Ostrander. Kendra Marie Page. Amelia Jo Parker. Cameron Antoine Parson. Grace Lynn Parsons. Emmanuel Christopher Pearson. Louis Anthony Pepitone. Adeline Ireland Peralt. Brooklyn Michelle Pfeiffer. Jonah Matthew Poor.
Savannah Marie Presnell Hogan. Jaden Ann Randbarger. Gage Thomas Benjamin Ream. Reese Nicole Redlich. Neil James Rep. Kaylee Marie Rieger. Anthony James Ritter. Madison Nicole Roberts. Jacob Austin Rocher. Jason Wayne Rowland. Evan Michael Sanford. Jackson Clayton Sino Sandlin. Holly Marie Shin. Kimber Leanne Simpson. Cameron J. Skyver. Andrew Brian Sleff Jr. And introducing our other fireball, we have Davion Rice DeSimo Smith. Alexandria Violet Snyder. Isaiah Jamar Spencer.
Alex Michael Spahn. Sophie May Spahn. Francine Lorraine Sproul. Ryan Reed Strauss. Jonathan Michael Stryler. Sarah Catherine Taubitz. Carter James Taylor. Noah Guy Taylor. Emma Rose Thompson. Nayana Maria Thompson. Xavier Aiden Thornquist. Emily Elizabeth Thornton. Damian Robert Trantham. Kendallin Naomi Truscott. Emma Grace Tryon. Tyler Mark Vandergraaf. Marissa Nicole Veazey. Maxwell Daniel View. Camelia Amor Walters. Camila or Amor Walters. Landon Joseph Salvador Walton.
Emma Elizabeth Juan Sittler. Emma Elizabeth Juan Sittler. Jason Tyler Warren. Tyrese Deavian Watkins. Levi John West. Colton Lee White. Zakia Kai Williams. Chase Roger Wilson. Kevin Michael Windsor. Benjamin Lee Yaw. Madeline Sue Zilash. And Brady Christopher Zofchek.
Before we wrap things up, I'd like to remind our graduates of a couple things. Following the senior video, the teachers will form a tunnel for the graduates to walk through as they exit. As you leave the field, please make sure you move away from the main walkway to allow everyone to meet up with their loved ones. Don't forget to pick up your graduate envelope from the tables outside the main entrance of the high school, where they will be for about 30 minutes after graduation. At this time, I'd like to invite Superintendent Mr. Ken Janzarek to join me at the podium. I hereby certify, as the principal of Swartz Creek High School, that the young men and women before you today have met or exceeded the graduation requirements set forth by the state of Michigan and the Swartz Creek Community School Board of Education. I present these students today for consideration of graduation.
In a moment, we will signify the transition from student to graduate by moving your tassel from the right to the left through the bell ceremony led by your officers. Mrs. Damon, I receive your recommendation for graduation on the grounds that the students before us today have been verified to have fulfilled their duty to meet all applicable requirements for graduation. Therefore, by the power vested in me by the great state of Michigan and the Swartz Creek Community Schools Board of Education, I hereby pronounce the 2026 class as graduates of the Swartz Creek Community Schools. Before we can conclude today's ceremony with our bell ceremony, we look back at the class of 2026's journey with a video created by graduate Taylor Jago. At this time, I would like to invite the class of 2026 officers to the bell ceremony. Teachers, please. There you go, see. Video.
just found a way behind your defenses. They never noticed the zap gun in your hand until you're pointing it and stunning your senses. All night long, you shoot him down because you're waiting for somebody good to come along. But you'll be sleeping with the television on. Your eyes are saying talk to me, but my attitude is boy, don't waste your time. But I won't say a word, cause it just might be somebody else's same old line. Television on. The television, sleeping with the television, sleeping with the television on. Oh, sleeping with the television on.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man and
it's true that it's all because of you, and you wouldn't want me any other way. You may be right, I may be crazy, oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. It's too late to fight, it's too late to change. You may be wrong for all I know, but you may be right. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I'm the one who wants to have you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know.
But I know you're getting older. Growing. Changing. And I guess, if I'm being really honest, that's what scares me. I don't want things to change.
You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind.
I know these will all be stories someday, and our pictures will become old photographs. And we'll all become somebody's mom or dad. But right now, these moments are not stories. This is happening.
Purple rain, purple rain. You know what I'm saying about me? Come on, raise your hand.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence. The cars were cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a bottle of wine, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July. You swore and said we are not We are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. Though I've never been through hell like that, I've closed enough windows to know you can never look back. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. So I met up with some friends at the edge of the night at a bar off 75. And we talked and talked about how our parents will die, all our neighbors and wives. But I'd like to think I can cheat it all to make up for the times I've been cheated on. And it's nice to know when I was left for dead, I was found and I don't know these streets. I am not the ghost you are to me. If you're lost and alone, know you're sinking like a stone. Carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground and carry on.
At this time, I would like to invite the class of 2026 class officers to the graduation bell. Teachers, you can now form your tunnel at the exit. Graduates, if you want to unhook your bobby pins, get ready. All right, graduates, I'm just waiting for the teachers to get over to the tunnel, and then we're going to start. All right, graduates, at this time, please stand. With the right hand, hold your tassel. Now move your tassel from right to left. Ready? Congratulations, class of 2026. You did it. All right, you're going to grab your caps and we're going to proceed out as we practice. Remember, row by row. Don't run the field.